My. I am telling you, this Wendy Williams show got everybody talking. Welcome back to my channel, people. This is Timony. We are back with another video, and we have Wendy Williams. When they first released the promo, I told y'all that I was going to come here and give you a little bit of my take on what's going on with Wendy Williams. I don't know if it's mind-blowing. Okay? It's mind-blowing to see things happening this way to this Wendy Williams. With everything that you had, within a blink of an eye, your world just turned upside down. And when you think about what happened, really, I put this on Debma Mercury. The Debma Mercury did not play fair at all when it comes to this Wendy Williams situation. Okay? And first thing, I'm going to blame this, whatever she's going through, I'm going to blame it Hobon. And then secondly, the main issue really, it's not really them, but they are the source of the problem. But they're not really the main. The main issue here is Sabrina and Kevin. Kevin is the one who actually caused all this problem. He's the one who brought this disaster upon Wendy Williams. When you look at the cheating scandal, when you look at everything that happened with Wendy Williams from the beginning, it all started with this. This lady was fine until she started passing out on freaking national television. She was fine all this time. The only issue, honestly, that we knew with her was problem with her feed. Honestly, the only thing that we knew prior to that was lymphedema. That was the only thing that we know. And then she started coming out online and she started mentioning something about, grave disease. She was, giving us clues of what's really going on, but she wasn't really, getting into details. When she first mentioned sometimes the eyes pops out, but she wasn't saying that, oh, that was me, this is about me. She was talking about this on her show, but she didn't really say anything. But now, as the time progressed, a difference, like when I didn't and this is her having the Graves' eye disease. This is her battling the lymphedema. Up until now, where she's now being diagnosed with alcohol-induced dementia. Imagine having dementia at the age. How old is Wendy Williams? At her 50s, I think. And your father is not even having this disease. Most of the time, batswadi ba rona ke bona ba experiencing these things before rona. Mara bona yena we experience le before ntato ha ya ka experience. And this is really, it was my first time actually hearing about alcohol-induced dementia. I'm like, whoa, what are you talking about? Like, le tlo go tshabisa ona jwala ha ba rela tla le re bo Wendy Williams se ba tshwere ke lefu la bolebadi bo ba kwang ke bojwala. You guys are scaring us. Like, imagine, she has all that money and nobody wants to be around them unless they get paid. Very bored, very aggressive, and very arrogant. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The episode was fun, but it's her getting very rude and aggressive to the people, to the staff. And let me tell you, actually, the people that are actually hanging out around Wendy Williams right now, I feel like these are the people who actually, I'm not saying that they are just there for money or what, but they understand. They're being ridiculed. They understand the situation. Wendy Williams say, and they were like, you know what, we're fine. It's a scene where she was asking the lady, the publicist lady, she was asking her to go get something downstairs so she can get fed. She was telling her to get Botox. She was being very, very mean. And these are one of the symptoms. Unfortunately, it's incurable. You just have to wait for your turn. When it's time for you to go, it's done and done. It gets better, but it's incurable, but it gets better. It's a condition. I feel bad. I feel really, really bad. Some people might want to know now what really led her, what really triggered the guardianship. Remember, Wendy Williams was in New York. When she started getting sick and having all these things, when she fell on a TV and she went to California for mental health center, I think. I don't know what they call it. But she went there. That's where she was getting care. Then she came back to New York. And then when it got worse, then she went to Florida with her family. Kevin and everybody is in Florida. The father, everybody, all the family members are all in Miami. That is where she was. And apparently she was getting better. She was, getting enough care that she needed. She was among the loved ones. The parents were taking care of her. And, her mother was already gone by then. And that's one of the things that actually took a toll on her when her mom passed away. Apparently, they were very, very close. Her mom was her best friend. So when she lost her, that kind of took a toll on her mental health. But then she was there. Kevin was taking care of her. And Kevin is 23. He pretty much had a little guardianship of her at that moment. But what triggered this whole thing was that when they were in Miami, Kevin had a birthday. Apparently, on this birthday, they had spent $100,000 in Uber Eats. And he spent $120,000 for the birthday party and then also $80,000 in rent. Okay, an apartment rent. So this triggered the Wells Fargo people because they were like, whoa, what's going on? Why do we have... And remember that they had already blocked her American Express. I don't know when they blocked her black card, but within that time, I think that's when they blocked her black card. But the Wells Fargo got triggered by $100,000 in Uber Eats. Who orders $100,000 in Uber Eats? Like, I mean, for real. And honestly, we are not sure how this came about, how they came about with this number. I don't know if this is part of, the daily meals every day. He was ordering Uber for lunch, for dinner, for whatever. And then everything ended up being 100,000, or it was more like a party where he ordered a large lump sum of food from Uber Eats. I don't know. But this is the main thing that triggered the guardianship. So Wells Fargo, they flagged this. They had suggested that Wendy Williams might need somebody, an assignee, or somebody who will handle the finances, and that had to be done through the court. That is when the court had to get involved, and then she had to move from Miami and go to New York for the hearing. And then from the hearing, automatically was assigned a guardianship. Okay, they removed her from Kevin and from the family member. When she was really doing well, you could see there was videos at the beach where her speech was very clear. You could see her eyes were not like out like that. They were not popping out of the head like that. She was doing really, really good. But then because of this $100,000 that triggered this is where everything started. Kevin, at the end of the day, I feel like you are the one to blame. When they say that, when she dies, everything goes to you, that I feel like you are being reckless. You are being reckless, and we know that, we understand you don't want your mother drinking, as you already say. No drinking. This is one thing that you were all against. And when your mother was in Miami, she was not drinking. That's why she was really sober for a couple of months. But Deborah Mercury, they were forcing, because Kevin kept saying that no, production company is the one who was actually behind this, because they kept saying Wendy must come to New York, and that's one of the reasons why she had to come to New York. But no, I think that's a lie, because, well, not a lie. They really tried. They tried for her to come to New York regardless. They did not care about her well-being, ba ne ba matla fela gore a tle New York a tla etsa show gore na wa kula o tshwere ke eng, bona ha ba di kene ba batla fela gore o sign kontraka o ntseng. You need to be here. You need to keep people entertained. So that is when this guardianship thing happened. But let's talk about Willis, though. I think Willis, the manager, the current manager, the manager is really, really, I don't know. I feel like he's very two-faced. He goes through these moments where he doesn't know if what he's doing is right. Whatever he's doing in front of the camera impresses the people. People are going to trust that. Wendy Williams is in good hands. But we see no one is taking care of Wendy. No one cares about Wendy, not even the manager. The only thing that you were concerned about was, when are we signing this deal for the podcast? This lady is not in her right mind that you over there trying to close the podcast deal for this lady. I mean, you did not care. Honestly, you did not care. Over there eyeballing, lymphedema, and they're buying her. Like, where do they get all this money for alcohol while, her money is being monitored by the government? Why are we doing this? Where did she get money for these vapes that, that she's smoking? That lady smokes vapes every day, alcohol every day. But let's talk about DJ Booth, though. I did not expect to see DJ Booth on this documentary. If you remember very well, this whole thing with DJ Booth, you remember the beef that Wendy Williams went through with DJ Booth, right? A while back, DJ Booth was fired from the show. And if you guys remember very well what led to him being fired from the show, allegedly, they had a gag on him. So he can't talk. If you've seen the documentary, there's some things that he cannot comment on because he got paid. And why was he paid? If you remember very well, a while back, after COVID, actually, because when the show shut down, Wendy Williams was doing the show remotely, control. And the only person that was allowed to go to the house at that moment who was shooting, it was DJ Booth. And DJ Booth, you remember that DJ Booth is always the producer, the DJ on the Wendy Williams show. So he was at the house at Wendy Williams' apartment. And this is where he was being a cameraman. He was doing the lighting. He was doing audio. He was pretty much doing everything remotely. And that is where he started bonding with Wendy Williams. Okay? So, but things happened, allegedly. Things happened around that time. And then that ended up, getting him fired. Because apparently some sexual harassment situation allegedly happened between Wendy Williams and him. Okay? Apparently Wendy Williams was over there, spreading her thighs and stuff like that, trying to caress him. And then he couldn't say anything. And actually one of the producers was there and he knew he had the witness. So if DJ Booth would have sued, he had somebody there who was the witness who can be subpoenaed. So what Deborah Mercury did allegedly was, you know what? We're just going to pay him off. Apparently he got like 200 and something thousand to keep his mouth shut. Right? And then he walked away. And then he was fired from the show. They brought other people. And you remember that he was posting some things online, being very subliminal, why he got fired. We could see, and I think Tasha K covered that at some point. I don't know because the old manager, I think his name was Benny, the old manager is the person who actually filed for guardianship. He wanted to be the guardian of this Wendy Williams. So I don't know what happened if he got denied. I think he got denied. But then this Willie guy that came in, we don't know where he came from. But people are saying that he's here for money. I mean, if he got to work, he got to make money. He got to do what he got to do. And if you really think about it also, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot that's going on. You really just have to watch it for you to get into it and enjoy it. But I don't know if you're going to enjoy it because it's it's going to make you really angry. And people are saying, oh, it's karma, Wendy Williams deserves this. I'm like, okay, this lady did not commit no crime. She did not kill anybody. Like, come on, people. Like, it's a lot of people that are doing bad things out here. This lady was just doing her job and she did not kill nobody. Have compassion. For real. Don't be like all these Willis people worrying about securing the deal more than her health. This is the only thing that's really pissing me off. I don't know. Why are so many people wishing her bad? Why? I mean, she's guilty of gossip, but not crimes. Let's have compassion. And then come here. I'm gonna probably come back with another episode. I could say, I don't know, but I'm getting into it right now. I watched 2 episodes. I have to go back and watch it. It's on Lifetime. I have to go back and watch it. And people that were trying to, stop the family, actually, they were trying to stop it. How dare you? You guys wanted to keep us in the dark with Wendy Williams' life. We wanted to know what's going on with Wendy Williams. And she's saying that she's going to be back on TV in 8 months. She's nowhere near fit to be on the radio. But, all right, guys, hit subscribe, hit a like, hit the share. I'll see you with another video next time. Peace out.